girls down there at Real Housewives of Atlanta think they on the Zeus network. When was the, this is what I need y'all to do. Comment below. When was the last time you actually saw security during a Real Housewives of Atlanta show? Like, when was the last time? I didn't even think they had security. I don't know. I just feel like the show don't be giving we about to fight. I haven't seen much fights besides, of course, like Porsha versus Kenya, or, you know, the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Them first couple seasons, them ladies was throwing down. It's been a long time. So when the episode 8 at the end got so intense that security had to swarm in, oh, you know it was good. This episode was explosive. Y'all, thank y'all so much for running up the numbers for my recaps. When I tell y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. And I got, after we talk about this, y'all know at the end of every video, I gotta go tell y'all about my boys. Yeah. Cause I love y'all so much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But let's get into this video because we got a lot to get into. Now, the episode starts off with Pinky Cole's beautiful daughter, and it was just so cute to see her on the screen. And why I love this scene, it really brings back the true essence of housewives, and it's seeing their children. You know, you gotta think about it. When we got introduced to all of the housewives, you know, we saw Phaedra's children grow up. We saw Cynthia's daughter grow up. We even saw, you know, things Nene was going through with her oldest son. So I mean, they're like our nieces and nephews. And they're really an essential part of the show. These are housewives, these are moms. And I love the fact that Bravo highlighted that, because let me tell you, that was probably the most wholesome thing that happened in this episode. Because when I tell you, the girls was getting it popping. Y'all, I'm not finna delay no more. Let's get into it. So Phaedra comes up with this great idea of doing like a sound bath, and it's basically to get everyone aligned, release some stress, and to connect with their inner self so that they connect with each other. And that shit did not work at all. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I would enjoy the experience. And that's what I love about Phaedra, is Phaedra be doing all kind of rich activities. Like, now here's what episode gave us. It gave us Kelli being very transparent about her financial situations. It gives Porsha, we get into like her love triangle. We also get into Phaedra at the very end, gives us 2 words. And that, her 2 words was fucking explosive. And I swear, freaking Frank is always in some shit. Kelli, I know that you are going through hard times, and your financial situation look different than mine. Your broke look different from mine. It's very different. So y'all know when we hear like these celebrities are going like broke, we always wonder, like, we automatically assume like broke like it's our broke, but their broke could mean something totally different. And in this episode, she was extremely transparent about what she was going through. I get it, but girl, you could not have went down to the nearest Neiman Marcus, got you a quick little 1-2, wore it for your confessional, and then had one of your little assistants return it? What the hell was that? When I say nothing about that confessional look was it. I'm surprised that production didn't even send her home, or like that. You're a housewife and this is your confessional look where you're supposed to look glamorous. It don't matter about the hair, the wig, the makeup, girl, you're wearing a t-shirt. When I say it was so tacky, then it was like, oh, it's just high class because it's Tom Ford. It was like a $140 t-shirt. That's where you fucking up at, because you could have went down to Walmart or Target and could have got you something. You could have either went on Skims, girl, and got you a better looking t-shirt than that. Now let's get into Kelli's financial situation. It always like amazes me when I hear like rich people, like celebrities, talk about how they're going broke. And I feel like it's a fair assessment that when you hear them say that, we always associate someone's broke with our broke, whatever you define broke as from your personal experience. But when Kelly says she's broke, I'm thinking like, are you broke? Like, I don't even, was she ever a millionaire? Or was she just making like high six figures? What? I'm trying to figure out, because when I be hearing people say they broke, I be like, oh damn, like, are they finna come repossess your car? Like, they finna turn your phone off tonight? Like, where broke is it? So she talks about that, and she also just talks about how it's been very hard on her. She doesn't even know what her next move is. And I feel like that's very scary, but also it sheds the light on the fact that you have this one person that's like the sole provider for not just her household, but for others. I'm hopefully I find the picture, but I'm gonna put a picture in this video of Kelly's ex-husband. And I'm not gonna lie, like, this is how I feel. Kelly is not like, oh my God, goddamn, Kelly is just, ugh. Because I can see, because they posted a picture of her. Oh, I saw it on social media. I'm also post that too. But part of me thinking like, is Kelly and the guy, like, the husband, like, they kind of look like they would be together. It's just Kelly used the money to boss up and look glamorous. But her ex-husband is fucking ugly. I'm sorry, I went all around the world and through the woods to say that, but her husband, it's like he looks frumpy. Like, now Kelly is talking about how she's in a big custody battle and her husband blocked her from filming with her children. And anybody that watches Housewives know that children are a very essential part to your storyline. People want to see your children. You have this ideal family life. If you ain't got no husband that we can see, everybody definitely want to see the kids. And you know, it's so unfortunate because it's just like, you know, her children are a part of her storyline. She's going through, or she just got a divorce finalized, and people do want to see Kelly rebuild herself, her new life, and her girls. People want to see that. But he blocked the kids from filming, which was so crazy. And it's like, it's messing up her finances. So for me, it's like, are you starting drama and projecting on Porsha because you really need a good storyline, or is because you just so fucking frustrated and you're stressed about things that's going on and you're agitated and Porsha's just the nearest punching bag? What do y'all think? Now next we get into K.Michelle and her fake husband. Anyways, so I don't know if y'all saw it. I'm gonna see if I can post the clip in here, because y'all, I've been wanting to post evidence, but the way when I'm uploading my YouTube videos, they'll be like, oh, copyright items found, and I'll be having to take it out. Oh my God. But let me get into this. So K.Michelle went on Club Shay Shay, out of all places, basically talking about her husband. She has the ideal marriage and she gives her husband hall passes for him to poke and go. But her only thing is he cannot give any women money, so they can only be with him for the experience. And I'm just like, I'm watching the scene with her and her husband, and I'm just like, K.Michelle, nobody is sleeping with that fucking man for free. Nobody is sleeping with his ass for free. In this economy, with the prices of gas, groceries, and lights, do you really think somebody is fucking, not even on a good day is anybody fucking this man for free? Why would you think that? And then she also says, I'm pretty sure, you know, they're fucking my husband in the mirror singing my songs. And I'm like, K.Michelle, like, please stop. Please, you really... I think this bitch is still like, it's like delusional, but also like bipolar. It's something, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. Put it in the comments. Would you sleep with K.Michelle's husband for free? And if not, how much would it cost for you to allow him to mount himself on top of you? Put it in the comments. I want to see. I posted a funny TikTok video about it, and people were like, they need their whole rent paid for the whole year. So people said they need 3 times the rent. People said, hell no, they wouldn't do that all. What is your price? Now let's get into Porsha and Sway and the love triangle. Lord help my girl Porsha. Porsha, I fucking love Porsha because I aspire to be the audacious, not giving a fuck. It's main character in my world. Like, I always think that I'm a main character energy type of person, but have you all met Porsha Williams? Porsha is sitting down with her sister and she's just talking about how she is dating 2 people and she's trying to figure out like what does she wants to do with them. And she was talking about how, you know, her friend Mike is a former special ops and, well, special forces, and he does a lot of other stuff. He got a lot of money, and he apparently was trying to call Porsha for a few days and she didn't answer, and he said mariachi band to her house and not child Dennis pulled up. It's crazy. But Mike's thing is he wants more children, and I don't like see Porsha having any more kids anytime soon. And she talks about how that will be a deal breaker. But on the other hand, she said she's talking to Sway and she said Sway is fine. And Porsha, girl, I see you, because Sway is fine as fuck. You can see like when she talks about each person how like her whole demeanor changes. And I get exactly what Porsha is going through, because I have been with men, obviously, and women. I've been with women romantically, like in a relationship, intimacy, the whole 9. So I get it. When you're with a man, being with a man and being with a woman is 2 different type of experiences, and the heartbreak is so different. Like, you think getting your heart broken by a man hurts? You have never got your heart broken by a fucking woman. Now, with a woman, from my experience, I feel more like seen and understood, versus with a man, I feel like guys are just so like nonchalant, or they're just like, they try their best to understand but they don't fully understand. Versus with a woman's gonna treat you like how she wants somebody to treat her. And I feel like loving a woman is easier and you connect faster. That's why they always say like lesbian relationships, like it's like 3 to 5 business days, a lot can happen. They could be U-Haul lesbians that have moved in together, they then got married, they didn't look into IVF, and it's really that deep. Like, lesbian love is so fucking intense. I think Sway likes Porsha way more than Porsha likes Sway. Also, I was doing my little daily gossip, and I saw something on one of my favorite gossip blog sites where they were like, oh, Sway just wanted to let the whole world know that she flew Porsha's family to Miami for a quick little vacation. And I'm just like, what's wrong with that? Also, a lot of people are very intrigued about Sway. They want to know, what does she do? How is she getting all this money? People are calling her a scammer. So I am going to do a deep dive into Sway and do all the research and give y'all some background context on who is this woman. Y'all think I should do that? Let me know in the comments if y'all want a deep dive. Moving on to K.Michelle. I'm gonna breeze through this K.Michelle part. So K.Michelle decides that now she wants to talk about what happened in Dallas and why she was feeling some type of way, and she calls out Drew, Phaedra, and Porsha, and they start talking about the table. And K.Michelle is fucking exhausting. K.Michelle, nobody is plotting against you but you. Nobody is plotting against you but you. Y'all know the episode of Scooby-Doo when they take the mask off the person and see who it is? When they take the mask off, they see you. K.Michelle, you the only one that don't see. You are the problem. As K.Michelle is venting on how she feels, her and Porsha are talking, and at this point, I'm like, K.Michelle, please shut the fuck up, please. Phaedra says, so we've come to the conclusion that, and Kelli turns and looks, I don't know if this bitch even looked at Porsha. She said that Porsha has fucked every Nigerian in Atlanta. First of all, you let Phaedra segue into it. I would have been mad. Because the fact that Phaedra said, so we've come to the conclusion that, and Kelli said, bam, Porsha fuck every Nigerian man in Atlanta. And that shit set Porsha off. I ain't never seen Porsha that upset like that in a very long time. Now, I get why Porsha is mad, because I feel like for a long time now, Porsha has really been trying to like rebrand her image and clean it up. You know, she it's no secret. I mean, look at Phaedra's confessional. She said, you know, hey, if you got the money for the pussy, Porsha got the money for the pussy. Like, basically saying, like, if you got the money for the pussy, Porsha got the pussy for the money. And we have seen her numerous relationships on screen. We have seen her with Simon and the whole Simon Fallon debacle. We've seen that. So, and with this situation, like, people do, and I mean people do, view Porsha as like a hoe. And people have been spreading rumors around Atlanta several times. It's nothing new that they feel like Porsha is out there. But I mean, like, it's her pussy. What's the problem? To me, she's using her pussy very right because she's getting paid. Kelli reduced her down to basically a Nigerian man fucking hoe. Porsha getting upset, she's getting hot, and then you got Kelli that's gonna sit there and toast to Porsha, and Portia's thinking like, okay, bitch, you about to throw this shit in my face. And then all of a sudden security sweeps in, and when I tell y'all, I did not know security was even on set. When was the last time we have seen security? And here's the bombshell. Porsha then goes and talks about how Kelli is not only fucking a married man, but she's fucking a pastor of a well-known church. He is Phaedra's client, and Phaedra knows him very well, and Phaedra knows his family. And Porsha looks at Phaedra and says, and you know it. And Phaedra says, I know. When I fucking tell you, I rewinded that shit 4 times because I had to see at what point was Kelli about to open her mouth, and at what point did Porsha hear that shit, turned around and was like, oh, I mean, it was crazy. So y'all know when that happened, social media went into a fucking frenzy. And immediately everybody went to Phaedra's page and was looking to see who was talked about. And people are now speculating Jamal Bryant, which I'm gonna be honest, no tea, no shade, but wouldn't be surprised. Pastor John Gray, ugh. But honestly, that looked more like Kelly Speed. But then I heard he was gay. But also, he's been cheating on his funny looking wife for like ever. They say Shawnee O'Neal's husband is who they're talking about. So I'm gonna make a video on that, y'all. We need to get into the suspects. We need to do a little deep dive, and we need to vote who y'all think it is. I think it's Jamal Bryant, because Jamal Bryant been honestly with the house. Oops. Jamal Bryant been fucking the housewives girls. Remember, allegedly, Mr. Chocolate, who they kept talking about, was not no Nigerian man. It was Jamal Bryant. Allegedly, Phaedra Parks was fucking Jamal Bryant. And let me tell y'all, pastors be hoes. I've dated a pastor before. Pastors are fucking hoes. So people are now trying to figure out. So Kelli comes on Instagram. I'm gonna insert it. Hopefully I should be able to go on Instagram, and talks about basically, y'all not about to get me kicked out of church, and y'all keep saying Jamal Bryant, but it's not Jamal Bryant, because Jamal Bryant, I used to go to his church when it was just a college, and he did my 10-year renewal vow with my ex-husband. And I'm like, so out of everybody, you just cleared Jamal Bryant's name? It is definitely Jamal Bryant, allegedly. So when I tell y'all, I said, let me hurry up and get on the line and get y'all this video, because I'm anticipating episode 9. I have never been this excited. So who y'all think the married pastor is? Do you feel like Porsha is telling the truth? Will Porsha drop the receipts? Because technically she did drop the receipts, because she looked at Phaedra and said, and you know it, and Phaedra said, I know. Is Frick and Frack up to their old schemes? Then Kelli called Frick and Frack freak and fraud and said, I'll catch y'all at the reunion so I can tell y'all which one is which. I said, oh, Kelli is not fucking playing. I am so, let me see, I'm so grateful for y'all. Before I record this video, I was in my car crying, because I was like, oh my God, I'm adulting kid. I remember at one point, like when I used to be in relationships with men, like I was used to being in a relationship with someone that took care of me, that paid all the bills. I didn't have to pay no bills. They gave me money, access to cars, and I'm like, no, I'm just an independent woman. I don't know if I want to be an independent woman. Yeah, so I was just having like a little conniption about that. And then I was like, you know what? When I feel overwhelmed and I feel my energy is low, or I just don't feel like myself, which up until now I haven't been, I really just start to sit down. I draft my scripts for these recaps and I sit in front of this camera and I talk to y'all, and it is really therapeutic. When I tell y'all I feel so good right now, it's like I don't even remember like what was I crying about earlier, what was I upset about. And I'm just in a new chapter in my life where it's just like it's a lot of transition, a lot of things going on. I'm learning to do things for myself, because when you're in a relationship with someone, or we're in a relationship with someone that was taking care of everything and doing everything for you, and it costs you your peace and your mental health, that means it costs you too much. Just at a point where I was just like, I know I'm in the right space, I know I'm doing the right thing, and it has never been hard for me to find somebody to take care of me. But I was just talking about how like I admire women who are like extremely independent. I admire women like that because they really don't got to be tied down to no motherfucking man. And I have always been used to, I'm dating a man for X, Y, and Z, and he's always taking care of me. So now not having that, it's just like, can you pay my bill? But also that's why I go hard on my YouTube every day, because soon it's going to be the point where I make so much money on YouTube, like I don't have to be dealing with nobody. It's just me and my little dogs. Thank y'all for sticking to the end of this video. And if there's other TV shows that y'all feel like are worth watching, reality TV shows, preferably black reality TV shows, or a little diverse group where it's more black people, please let me know. I need to find another show. I was gonna do a recap of like Bad Boys, but I feel like I'm too deep in the season to do that. And then the baddies and all that stuff. But I feel like also I'm not happy with the baddies cast that they have. So that's it. That's all I have right now. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I love y'all so much. Bye.